Welcome to Project Manager to CEO channel. Today we will go through 8 problems project management solves. Most teams ignore number 4. 70% of projects fail. Not because of bad ideas. Because of poor management. Companies waste $122 million for every $1 billion invested. Teams miss deadlines. Budgets explode. Stakeholders lose trust. Project management is the system that stops all of that. Here is exactly what problems it solves. Point 1. Tame scope creep. Scope creep is the silent project killer. It starts small, 1 extra feature, 1 small change. Then 2 more. Then 10. Your 3-month project quietly becomes 6 months. 52% of projects experience scope creep. Project management draws a hard line around what is included. A scope statement defines deliverables, boundaries, and exclusions. Change requests go through a formal approval process. Every addition gets evaluated for time and cost impact. NASA uses change control boards on every mission. One unauthorized change can cascade into disaster. Define your scope. Document it. Defend it. Point 2. Eliminates missed deadlines. 45% of projects miss their original deadline. That is nearly half of all work ever started. Project management breaks massive goals into smaller milestones. Each milestone is measurable and assigned to someone specific. Gantt charts visualize every task and dependency. When one task slips, the team sees it immediately. Buffer time gets built in for high-risk activities. Weekly check-ins surface delays before they compound. The result is predictable delivery. Stakeholders stop asking when it will be done. Point 3. Stops budget overruns. The average IT project runs 45% over budget. That is not rounding error, that is organizational damage. Project management starts with a detailed cost baseline. Every resource, tool, and hour gets estimated upfront. Actual spending gets tracked against the baseline weekly. Variance alerts trigger before overruns become crises. The Boston Big Dig ran $12 billion over budget. No unified cost management caused that disaster. Project management would have flagged the drift in Q1. Cost control is not optional, it is survival. Point 4. Fixes broken communication. 57% of projects fail due to poor communication. Let that number sink in. Project management creates a formal communication plan. It defines who needs what information and when. Status reports replace guesswork and hallway rumors. Stand-up meetings align teams in 15 minutes or less. Escalation paths clarify who decides what. Stakeholders receive consistent, structured updates. Surprises become rare. Good communication does not happen naturally, it gets engineered. Point 5. Aligns resources efficiently. Most professionals juggle 4 to 6 projects at once. Attention fragments. Quality drops. Deadlines blur. Project management maps resource capacity before work is assigned. It matches the right skill to the right task. Overallocation gets flagged in planning, not during execution. Resource leveling spreads workloads evenly across the team. McKinsey research shows this boosts team productivity by 25%. You do not need more people. You need better allocation. Point 6. Manages risk before it strikes. Every project carries hidden threats. Vendors fail to deliver. Key people quit. Technology breaks at the worst time. Project management requires risk identification before work begins. Teams build risk registers, documented lists of what could go wrong. Each risk gets a probability score and a response plan. When a risk hits, teams execute a plan, not improvise one. The Deepwater Horizon disaster partly came from unmitigated known risks. Preparation is always cheaper than recovery. Point 7. Creates team accountability. When everyone owns something, no one owns anything. Tasks fall through the cracks. Deadlines pass without notice. Project management assigns every task to one specific person. Each task has a name and a due date. Progress is tracked and visible to the whole team. When work falls behind, it is immediately apparent. Google's Aristotle study linked accountability to high-performing teams. Clear ownership removes blame and enables trust. Results replace excuses. Point 8. Keep stakeholders aligned. Stakeholders derail projects when they feel out of the loop. They introduce last-minute demands. They reverse approved decisions. They escalate without warning. Project management brings stakeholders in during planning, not after delivery. Regular updates set expectations before they drift. Change requests follow a structured review process. Nothing gets added without evaluating scope, time, and cost impact. Alignment is not a soft skill. It is a project survival strategy. You do not need a tool or certification to start. Open a blank document right now. Write your project name at the top. List every task required to complete it. Assign each task to one person. Add a due date to every item. That list is your first project plan. It will not be perfect, it does not need to be. Start in the next 10 minutes. That one document will save your team weeks of confusion. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please like it. Subscribe to get new videos every week. Drop your questions in the comments below. This is Project Manager to CEO. See you in the next one.